Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's only me, Wushu Richard here. In this video I'm going to show you some basic techniques, okay? I'm not going to go real deep, I'm not going to go so formalized and show you like really how to stand, the stance work and so perfect position in Kung Fu or martial arts in general. But what I am going to show you is some basic techniques like in the basic form, which you can also use really well. Basically what we're going to cover is a few aspects in this video, and it's straight to the point. I'm going to show you, first of all, I'm going to review the attacking and defensive and attacking, the fuck am I talking about? Excuse my language, but the surfaces of what you strike with, your attacking surfaces and your defensive surfaces, I'll say that in your body. That's the first step, so the surfaces and how we train and what you can use. The next thing I'm going to cover is some hand positions and basically to cover the actual training for that, some training. And then the last part is I'm going to show you some applications, but excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go over like just single blocks and single strikes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some attacks, some defenses with counter attacks, as in block and attack in one. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you. First of all, I'm going to check this camera angle and fix that. So I hope the camera angle's okay for you, not too bad. Okay, so first of all, the first thing is the surfaces. Okay, first of all, on your body there should be no surfaces that you more or less. The whole body, I'm saying, the whole body should be trained. So like you could block someone with your thigh, you could block a kick, or block someone with your elbow, your shoulders, your head, your body, your back, anywhere you train up to be tougher, conditioning. So there's things like, there's different training you can do for that. Okay, like on a big bag, or training with someone together, like blocking drills and things, to strengthen up your surfaces, your fists, your palm, chopping edge, everything, You train your body like hitting things, not going all out, like, if you're punching a concrete wall, there's say, like I do, or a tree, but it's like not going all out, like breaking your own bones, but it's like a gradual thing, hitting and then strengthening up, You hear about people developing like calluses and things like this. For me, I don't think it's that good, but it's definitely part of the training, and I've developed some, in my training, but it's like, it's just a gradual thing. I don't think you need to go so extreme. But some people do like, Qigong, and it depends what you want to do. But you see like a lot of karate guys and Muay Thai guys in conditioning, they train their bodies so damn hard, punching and kicking, smashing their bodies on banana trees and all kind of stuff, even like boxers and stuff and military do that, where they're hitting themselves on the body with a stick with it. I know my bro High Densley uses like a roll of plastic waste paper bags, a rubbish bag, to hit his body on like a roll, just gradually, and that builds up some strength. For me though, it's definitely, I'll get into a low stance and punch myself all over the body, just gradually, and things like that. My arms, I like to train on trees. When I do my training, I'll train all my Tai Chi. Yeah, Tai Chi I said, you might think it's in a deep drain room, but I've got lots of videos where I'm training in the freezing cold of winter, heavy snow, and I'm doing my whole body cracking, and then practicing all my locks, my back, elbow strike going in, wing chun on that tree, training my fists, chopping and everything like you see karate. I'm training my whole body on that tree, Not like a maniac to like knock down a tree or like I break my body up, but it's like, I'm doing gradual training, as in controlling it, not full force, but I'm like training, my palms and everything, doing those slaps and chops. So if you really give some bitch ass a slap in the face or a chop, he's going to do a lot of power, what I'm saying, basically. But it's a gradual thing, you strengthen up your hands. It's similar to, well, I'll get onto that in a moment, okay, another part of that, okay, but, so, what I'm going to say now is we're going to cover some surfaces though. What areas do we use for attacking, okay? For attacking, obviously, with the hand, hold on, you can use any part of your body to defend or attack, but basically we've got the fist, okay, and the correct way to form a fist, by the way, while we're here, is just closing your hand up like that, and then the thumb, you bring in the thumb here and it should cross, like usually the way I was taught in most schools was your thumb is across your two knuckles there. Never put your thumb inside, just 1.5 knuckles like that, okay? And when you do punch, you don't want to punch with your wrist at a funny angle, i.e., okay, like this or like that. Make sure it's like flat as one piece. That's what you usually should do, okay? Anyway, the fist and the knuckles, which you've got to be careful of. The back of the fist or the back hand of an open hand when you're doing that can be done. The palm, like this part with the palm strikes. The chopping knife edge of the palm. Usually when you do that, you can do it with relaxed hands, but you can also do it with the fingers together. Same for the palm strike too. Bring the thumb in for protection so it doesn't get caught on anything with your fingers. Bring them in close together, and it's not like so straight like that. It's like slightly bent a little bit, like relaxed, but it's like the tendon like going through there, and this is the chopping edge here. You use the hand, okay? Other parts like the ridge hand part, using this part, but I don't like to use that much. Other things like the actual knuckles themselves, like this knuckle here, I'm not going to flip you off, this or this knuckle, plus this here. So there's a lot, and then the two knuckles and the three knuckles of the whole thing. There's lots of different ways you can train these surfaces and train. You need to be so careful, especially with the knuckles and your wrist, okay? Well, that's basically, again, for the hammer fist, when you do that, with this part of the bottom, but I prefer to have a knife edge. This part of the chop, you've got to be careful. It's like a tender piece of meat. You need to be careful, you know. And again, even the whole palm thing, you can also do it when it's like where it's like more cupped as well, like this. That's another kind of way you can do also. Another thing is the fingertips. Okay, like going for fingertip strikes. You see things like the piercing palm that they do in barbed wire and things like that. And in Wing Chun, karate, hapkido, different arts, we use things like this. The finger striking. You think of it like in Wing Chun or snake fist, but when they do things like that, you find it with the finger strikes, and you can strengthen those up. Again, with a white crane fist, of course, also using the beak of the crane, okay. Again, also different kind of claw, eagle claw, like tiger claw, thing like that, sometimes say. The leopard claw, which is slightly different. The tiger claw in Kung Fu is like this, but the leopard claw is different. It's like this, okay. And you notice how, I'll show you, hold on 1 second. The leopard claw is like this, with the hands are like this together here, the fingers tight together here. And you see I've got no part here. This is like a leopard fist, this would be. Don't look like bent up, make sure they're all like flat together with one piece. You see, you punch your own hand and train that gradually. But for the hook part, one part is like this, see the leopard fist, but the leopard claw is like this, when you have like a hooking part between that. When you grab, when you're like ripping flesh, obviously, well, you wouldn't do that, but you know what I mean? You're like hooking on. You grab and you hook between the little hook there, between those fingers in here, so there's a gripping part here and here in the thumb. The tiger's like this though, and you use the paws to strike the heel, the palm, and the claws to rip, grab, twist, where it's going to get into a lock, where it's going to use the different attacks there. I'm not going to go into techniques though here, I'm just giving you a basic understanding. But I said Phoenix Eye Fist and things like this. Phoenix Eye Fist has different ways you can hold it to. The Phoenix Eye Fist is like this, or like this. One way is like this, with the thumb tucked in here. Another way is with the thumb, like I was taught. I also had a book on this before, which was like this, but this way though is what I taught with the Phoenix Eye. I guess it looks like an eye they say on the top here, with the Phoenix and the Dragon. The Dragon's the female version of the Dragon. It's like, you know, and with the thumbs on top here, it's like you put your fist here, and what you do is, rather than doing the classic fist, you put your thumb on top there, and then you like push this out. It's not like a literal push, you just move your thumb out like that. It takes a bit of training, because you've got to get used to the positions like all martial art moves, and you put your hand on top of it there. So we're talking about some hand positions right here, okay? That's what I'm doing in this part. With the hands that come through, especially in different martial arts, you see in various forms of like martial arts where they're using knuckles and fingers, you'll find it's like deadly stuff, you know, real hard training to train every surface of your body, so even the smallest parts, so not only the big obvious part, it's like wrestling with your arms and punching, but it's like, you know, like in ninjutsu and things, when they use like the back two knuckles here and they'll like block out, to like block against like the nerves and things on the hand, to like put a shock through and things like that. It's the same as when you're fighting with like sticks or anything, and like when it strikes, and sometimes that vibration can go through and make the person lose that. So, you know, so it's like you got to feel that, you know, and learn to balance hard and soft throughout your body before you can start using your weapons like that, martial art training and stuff for training. But I was saying, right, yeah, so this one, I was saying, with this Phoenix Eye Fist, it's like basically you put the thumb there on top and push that out. And people say, well, what about the knuckles, man? That's going to mess up your knuckles. And I totally agree. It's like, it's not really that good to be using knuckles. It's like, for me, I do training, and I'm doing things, I've got my own kind of training, what I call concrete boxing. I'll show you some of that now. Okay, I'm not trying to be Mr. Tough. I promise you, I am not being Mr. Tough. This is kind of ridiculous. okay, if you go all out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a bit of my concrete boxing, okay, just what I do in my home, and you might think it's absolutely retarded. Yeah, a million thumbs down to me, right? Fair enough, okay. But I'll just show you what I do on this wall here. If you can see me on this wall, it's just literally martial arts, not just anyone just punching a wall like an idiot. You have to control. And what I'm doing is when I'm hitting a wall for the conditioning, okay, I've already mentioned for the forearms and the whole back and shoulders and forearms and all that. I've talked about on like trees and things like I do, and or big heavy punch bags like filled with sand. That's what I prefer, not like the water type body ones, because I want to train against something that's harder than a human body to make my body stronger, so I can crack easy small little points and things to bring down a much bigger, stronger opponent that I cannot manhandle that strong, because I'm not the biggest, toughest guy. So anyway, I'll move this fan out of the way, so my number one fan's going to chop my hands up. What? My number one fan's going to chop my hands up. What the fuck? Touch my hair, lose the dandruff. That's my name is not Luther Vandross, this is Will Silvertip. Only myself, I am the boss of. Let's go. Basically, it's like this. It's messing around with it. It's not the best camera, as I say, but when I punch a wall, it's usually gentle. It's like not full out, because I'll hurt myself. You don't want to lock up and hurt your shoulder. But what you do is like, you have a space in between, you don't want to break the egg as such. You imagine there's a space between your hand, gently, don't clench it full up. And when you hit on the moment of impact, at the moment of impact, you tense at that moment and then relax. And the same thing, your whole muscle, you boom, from there to there. So what I do is I just do a little bit of that, just taking it easy, just working with like boxing, bam, bam, bam. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go back there. 1, 2, 3. See? Very light, I'm just going in. It might sound like I'm thumping it so hard, but it's not, it's like gradual. And I can do open backhand, being careful with the knuckles, but training that. Doing a few of those. So going back again. So you can work your surfaces, so just punching up, Wing Chun punches again, the straight punch you can do, all like that. Just going like that, punching. Chain punch straight over. Or you can do the boxing like that kind of way. But what it does is it gradually strengthens up your knuckles, and it's a bit painful now, so I need to stop and relax a little bit gradually. See, you might want to do that. I don't know, exercise your wrists and that always. You see, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just exercising so that gradually it will strengthen up. So if I do in someone's buck teeth, for example, in someone's buck teeth or nose, trying to settle someone's ribs, and I just go cracking my whole body in. You should be able to have that surface there. That's when you're actually able to deal with it. You can't come up to someone and say, you've got all the muscles in the world, but you try to give them a forearm strike. And it's got to be trained on something, like a bag or a tree or something, gradually, boom, hitting your arm onto that tree. Crack, crack. No, not so hard like breaking your arm, but just gradually crack. So when someone's standing there and you really whip it out, you just crack all your body forces, power, you're able to generate that power that it just cracks or something like that. But I would not be trying to attack anybody. I'm saying for the training. Okay? Now, things are also positions and things. There's a lot of different positions, as you know. Mantis for the hooking hand. I'm not going to go into detail now. There's a lot of different techniques, as I say, different positions. I don't even know different kind of positions. What I'm going to say also is another position is the with the Honggar. You see, like in Honggar, it's called Hong Chun in Mandarin Chinese, but it's like that. You've got one hand like this. It looks like a leopard almost, or a tiger, but it's like a palm there. This gets tense. There's a bit of tense. And the palms, you've got to exercise your palms, as I say, and your wrists, I should say. But your palms there, and it's like this, one finger up straight, and this is there. Okay, apparently that's supposed to mean, I don't know the exact terminology, but it's supposed to mean something about unite. I think it was the country or the family or something, or the whole martial arts school, but people, something about people being united, but together. I think it's like one country. I think that's what it was, China, I think it was supposed to be. I don't remember the exact, but I remember someone actually mentioned it to be that it was supposed to mean, I think, either the country, or it was China, or it was supposed to be representing people in general on the whole. It's about togetherness, basically, all together, but then that means one. It makes as we're one unit in unison. So basically in Kung Fu, when you see them do that, it was like, like the movement in Honggar within a Mabu style, horse riding style. Very low usually. I'm just doing it for the camera here to show you. But the movements will be like, got a lot of dynamic tension, where you're like tense, the energy, you feel it through your arms and things. So be like bringing your hands up like this, these kind of motions they're doing, and control the breath. And I'm not doing the best demonstration here, but it's like, I know Clive Mackenzie has some knowledge of this. You see these kind of movements a lot in like the old traditional, like really old 1970s kung fu films, like the 36 Chamber, was it, of Shaolin, like Shaw Brothers and that, Gordon Liu, Liu Jialiang, and some of the legends, and especially like Kempo legends, like you'll see Larry Tatum doing a lot of these movements too, which you'll find in these Kempo styles, which derive from like different karate and kung fu systems. So in kung fu and karate, you'll see that a lot of kind of movements. Like you'll see like Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's even got like a new film coming out. I think there's even a poster of him doing that position with the fist in the palm. But this is like, it's like a tiger. It's like you see it, like you see like Sammo Hung when he's up against that Donnie Yen. I mean Yip Man, the second one. And you see that. I'm just giving you a really like more modern like example if people haven't seen like the old classic 1970s kung fu films, which were the best. But you'll see like when he gets into that stance, and you can see clearly that's a Hung Gar stance, that's a Hung Gar position. Step back there, But it's like southern kung fu, especially, you know what I mean? But it's like with the tiger and the crane and all that. But it's like the tension, the dynamic tension, and from the arm, you feel the tension from the forearm and the tendon up through your wrist, up into the claws of the tiger, and that. It's what kung fu teaches you all the detail. Another good guy, if you want more resources on different training, very, very good training and conditioning, check out Sifu Sharif. Okay, and Black Taoist and those guys, because they do real kung fu, as well. It's real good Hung Gar and also Bagua, okay, which is great. Okay, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, really, really good stuff. But yeah, Donnie Yen has got a new film out. I think it's called The Kung Fu Killer or something, but I don't know if that's any good. He's great. I'm a massive fan of Donnie Yen, but I love the old kung fu classic films, I must say. And all the knowledge of the weapons and all that stuff, that also comes up from the old training, the real stuff, So anyone who's a real fan of kung fu films and real martial arts in general, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, real deal martial artists, and when you go back, there's a new film coming out, a new documentary apparently, which Densley told me about, which is called, it's called The Real Miyagi, and it's about like the inspiration, the martial artist, I think it's something Dimura, I can't pronounce his name, but Japanese guy who inspired Pat Morita to play the role of, to create this character of Mr. Miyagi. But in the documentary, you see all kinds of people talking on it, man. You see Steven Seagal, Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Norris, Michael Jai White, and loads of other martial artists on there who know what it's all about, The real martial arts back in the day was the best stuff, to me. You want to see real good Hung Gar too, but you look at films like 36th Chamber of Shaolin, and 36th Chamber of Shaolin, and Shaolin, Return to the 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Other films which really, really inspired me, while we're on the subject just quickly, I like Secret Rivals 1 and 2. I like Shaolin versus Lama. I love all these films. They're better than most of the shit they got out today. Real talk, real fucking true. Born Invincible, awesome film. Shaolin X Month, awesome film. I watch all the dubbed stuff, the classic stuff, fair enough, I'm just saying. Jackie Chan, Drunken Master 1 and Drunken Master 2, awesome. Other films like the Tai Chi Master thing, or Twin Warriors with Jet Li, if you've ever seen it, good, fair enough. Fist of Fury, Fist of Legend, which is Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Fist of Fury is there, the Bruce Lee films, Jackie Chan, all the Jackie Chan films are great. I love the Rumble in the Bronx and Mr. Nice Guy, but they're more like modern fun ones. But I'm talking about the old classics, I'm saying. There's another film called Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin. Another film I really enjoyed was One Arm Boxer. The One Arm Boxer with Jimmy Wang Yu, excuse my pronunciation of his name, same for One Arm Swordsman, which was great fun film. Fair enough, I'm a fan of Scott Atkins and Tony Jaa. I know they're great, but I'm just saying, I prefer the old stuff, the 1970s stuff, really, the best old stuff. But there's this guy, I forgot his name, but he's a real legend in the martial arts, and they're making this documentary about him called, this film called The Real Miyagi. I love the Karate Kid films. I grew up on all of that. I love it. Karate Kid, all of Van Damme's films. Respect to the man. Epic Van Damme, Jean-Paul Van Damme, Kickboxer and Bloodsport will always be legendary. I want to say respect to Mike Reese also for not only sharing so much knowledge in the martial arts and sharing all different kinds of training and keeping it humble for both sides, like the sporting people of today and the traditionalists. well done to you, Mike Reese, and also well done, Mike Reese, for talking about not only sharing the martial arts knowledge, but I want to say Mike Reese actually mentioned women and stuff like, you know, he mentioned Cynthia Rothrock, who is a very, very good female martial artist, who's really good. So if any women out there doing martial arts, I want to say well done to you. I'm going to do another topic about women in martial arts, okay, another video, okay, because I do think it's good, but I don't believe in violence. So what I do believe is women and men are, it's like this, it's like women and men are different, full stop. I don't give a damn what anyone says, right? Woman's a woman. She's, you know, more gentle, she's feminine, she's a woman, right? Okay, but some women are stronger than men. I believe women are stronger than men in a lot of ways. Women mentally strong, they can have babies and a lot of things, they can put up with a lot of damn stuff. And because, and that's what I'm trying to say, it's like me, I'm a man, I'm not somebody's bitch, you know, but it's like I'm not the biggest, toughest guy. So I believe that the smaller you are, the weaker you are, the thinner you are, the more quiet you are, that should make you stronger. To go through it and deal with that, it makes you even more stronger. A big tough guy can go around and bully people and all this without even needing all, you know, that. But for the people that have actually put themselves through it, so they say, if I had a daughter, I've always wished that I would have a daughter. If I had a daughter, I would want her to train martial arts even more than my son, because, you know, you want for their safety and want them to be a badass fighter and self-defense. But in saying that, I don't believe in any kind of sport fighting, and I hate it when you see. I don't like to see women fighting, and I don't like to see men attacking women either, or even in sport, like men versus women. It's just wrong. Because women is women, I've got to say. All fighting's wrong, I'm not being funny, I'm just trying to say, but, you know, a woman's a woman. You know, a man's a man, that's the way things are. Not because of what I say. You know, nature, you don't fuck with nature. So you might fuck with yourself, you end up with problems when you grow older, you start chopping your body up, and that's up to you. Regret, you learn from the truth. I'm not being funny, I'm being real, but what I'm trying to say is that yin and yang, you know, you can't step away from nature, but still you can't step away from your own nature, but people think differently. What can I say? But what I'm trying to say is all violence is wrong, but I just don't like it when there's any violence towards women. So I think Mike Reese was right what he said about, you know, I mean, was good in mentioning, bringing up, just reminded me of Cynthia Rothrock. I think she's a great martial artist, and I know Densley likes her too. She was great, you know. So, you know, I've been teaching a lot of students for years now, like my basics is my training, Wing Chun, and a bit of Tai Chi for self-defense. And a lot of my students have been females, okay. And it's amazing that they can learn, and they're like humble, and they'll listen more. I find usually a lot of men, not everyone, there's a lot of men who've got so much ego, and then, especially when someone's like me, that little skinny me, you're going to get some big tough guy coming up and listening to me, oh yeah, teach me some kung fu, man, and take you down to the river. You're going to learn. But when these people, if you're humble, then you will learn, no matter who you are, you'll be able to learn techniques. It's about the technique and the knowledge. If you are big and tough, then you can use it to your physical. Like Bruce Lee said, everybody's body is different. We've got 2 arms, 2 legs, but everybody's body's different. You build differently. You find what works for you. But it's not about uncontrollable. It's about controlling your ability and your skills and developing yourself and skills to match and fit together and work, so that you can work it all in a way that works with the forces of whatever's around you. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to the subject, right? With the hand, as I say, right, so the fingers and things like this, you've got to train. It takes time and training to tense different muscles and tendons and feel where everything connects from your shoulder to your, your elbow, your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist, to your knuckles, every single knuckle here, the grip, the fingers, every tendon, the gripping, the grasping. There's different training we used to do in Kung Fu when I was learning gripping exercises, and you can do exercises for the wrists and all those kind of things, motions, okay, you'll find in Wing Chun. I do this all day, I'm not stretching my hands like this all day, doing it whenever I can. But anyway, there's surfaces, other surfaces we can attack, that's just the hand. Other surfaces, of course, is the head, the back, headbutt. If you do a headbutt, don't go face on and get someone's head at that. Unless you cover and go in like that, but I don't like headbutts, I'm not teaching people headbutts. Protect your head and use your head for something more than a fucking, bowling ball. I'm just saying, you've got your forearms, which can be used to attack as well as block, okay? And this can all be used for blocking. You can punch someone and block, block someone with a punch if you're accurate, I believe. But, so the surfaces we're talking about though, right? The chest, the front of the shoulder, the side of the shoulder, different things like locking and things. Okay, anything can be used really, your thighs, even your shins and your knees can be used to block. I like to stand there and do like low blocks when I'm bending my knees there and just sinking in using my knees and stepping in front there, using my feet well to like guard. You can like kick and use like blocks when you're using your feet. To train your surfaces when you kick, and again you've got the top of the foot, you've got the, fair enough, you've got kicks for the inside and the outside, the bottom for the heel, the back of the heel, when you do certain kicks back of that. You've got your, the ball of the foot, like in karate, you see a lot of that, okay? In terms of like using a fist like type motion, like punching it, you can't do that, but what you can do is you can practice grasping with your toes to make that grip stronger too. People talk about gripping the ground, and that is part of the training. I really believe that is. But what I'm trying to say is like, I do things where I pick things up very, very well, and I can choose something here, you know, and I can pick this piece of material, pick it up with my foot here. I've got a very good grip on my foot. I can put things anywhere I want to over here. You know what I mean? Pick this up here. Hold on. I can basically pick up a lot of things with my feet, as I'm trying to say. I'm pretty good at that. I want to say also, what else? You use your whole body, so you train your surfaces, you know what I mean, though, yeah? And strength throughout. Now, I'm going to look at a few techniques now, okay, in this video. We'll look at a few techniques with blocking, okay, and striking at the same time, okay? Hold on one moment before we do that. Hold on one moment. Yeah. Before we do that, I'm going to actually cover a few more points. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to show you a few very important points. Okay, when you make a palm, I'm going to show you a palm and a fist. Okay, very clear basics, right? Palm and a fist. So before I do that, I'll tell you elbows. When you elbow, okay, you've got the front part of the elbow here, the flat part, which I prefer to use, whether you're coming in or coming out. And also you've got the point part. But this you've got to be careful with, you really do, because it's the point part there. But that can be used for like a straight blasting coming in, or when you come back here, fair enough, you can go back or up there, different kind of elbows you can do. But coming in, yeah, you also got coming up like this, but usually when you come in, you've got the flat part, when you're coming straight in forward, or across to the head, across there. You know, the flat part, so you've got those two. But anyway, the fist and the palm is what I want to talk about now, right? And you've got to be used to opening and closing your hands. It needs to be exercised. I believe just opening and closing your hands make them actually stronger as well. Just basically, but it's not as easy because like you can't get someone and just say when someone comes up to you and you say, okay, do a punch. You know, and you do it that moment. You've got to get used to holding a fist or holding a palm. You've got to do positions to make that strong. You not just do a flashy movement, you know, it's like you do a one finger tiger, you've got a tendon, feel the fucking tendons, excuse my language, feel the tendons and grip like you're holding stuff and there's nothing there. And you're manipulating things, you're grabbing a rope, you're pulling it, you know, opening that, feel your wrists, feel the position like you're, you know, feeling like something there, you know what I mean? You've got to train like that and train with things. That's why some people train with weights and things like that, you know what I mean? That's why the traditional martial art forms were there to teach all these kind of, not to be funky and flashy, to teach you tendons and exercise, to train every little aspect of your body and to get the flexibility and the power throughout. Not just like just muscle and then just punch, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA and all this, and exerting your energy. It's like you're thinner, but you're strong within your frame and you've got controlling your whole structure, and there's loads of technicality and loads of moves that you can really use and work really well. Real martial arts, ancient ways, traditional good martial arts. You know what I'm trying to say though is right is with the palm, yeah, with the fingers, or the fingers I'm talking about. I'm going to do more videos about it. So I'm going to make more videos, okay, too, about like fingers, not finger strikes and such, but we've got finger strikes. When you talk about finger strikes to the eyes and that thing, I think that's disgusting. I would never want to do that to somebody. I was saying with finger strike, when you strike that, even for the actors who train the body, even as striking, there's ways to do it. For example, if you just put your fingers out totally straight like that with your fingers, right, and you just ram that into something, you're going to crack your fucking fingers, man. What you've got to do is you've got to gradually train it. You see like Shaolin monks training in sand and things like this, or through those wooden stick things, bamboo or whatever. Yeah, if you want to do that, do that. You're going to practice in hot water, cold water, ice, stones, sand, whatever you want to do, you can do, right? You can train just like tapping a wall like this, just like this, tapping your fingers in. You might end up numbing your fucking fingers, but it's up to you, you might get arthritis. But what I'm teaching you is you've got to be careful, don't be like an idiot. And I believe it's not only just beating the outside like an apple, you beat the apple and the skin, you basically, you turn the inside to mush. You don't want to do that. You want to get strength from the inside, the growing development like a tree, isn't it? Grow from the inside. You've got to strengthen the inside, the tendons. That's what martial art forms teach you. You've got to have that inner power, right? The whole muscle, the skin and the muscles underneath your layers of flesh, there's muscle. You've got to burn and train all that. And I definitely made a video about being in the burn before and that. You've got to train all that, so the internal comes out and then it comes through. That's what the martial art forms are there for. It's not messing around. But people just, they work out, people go to gyms and stuff, I know, and they lift up weights and that, or people go to gyms and they start punching a bag. They might train strength, fair enough, you're doing squats for your legs and push-ups, it's all good. But what I'm trying to say is people start doing kicking mode. If I want to do a load of roundhouse kicks and do kicks like that all day, I would strengthen my leg, yes, because it's got to be lifted up and I've strengthened the muscle. I've got to move this muscle to move the leg. If I punch, I've got to move the muscles from my arm, my muscles to punch. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is that you've got to learn the tennis is a different kind of deeper training. You have to feel as though there's a spirit within inside, there's some kind of feeling within inside to strengthen out the motion. And I believe it can only be done through certain kinds of movement and certain kinds of positions that you find in yoga, qigong, karate katas, kung fu forms, and this is what it's coming. And this is what Tai Chi probably basically comes from. Tai Chi and and it comes from the internal kung fu, to strengthen the external. You can't just have external. You can't just have internal. It's like you can't have external, just external, and be a good martial artist. All you can be a good is a fighter amongst men, beating others up, but beating yourself up ultimately in a lot of ways, and one day you'll be old and you won't be as good enough, because you've got that training. And so that's what a lot of this sport, this modern day stuff, so it's, stands for, represents basically. You've got to have real training going. Hold on one second. I believe in the ancient, ways. I've got to be careful with my phone here and check the time on here, okay? It's about half an hour already. I've got to check my power on my phone. Sorry, I'm not using my good camera for this, I'm using my phone, but it's okay, yeah? Okay, just covering a few things, and I'm not going to go into too much detail. Other things like when somebody kicks you, if you want to block with your shins and things like this, it's not as simple as that, is it? If I teach you, when somebody kicks your body or your groin, bring your shin up. Cover like in karate or like kung fu. Hold on, bring your shin in, or bring it out. Can you do that, really? Someone comes kicking at you so fast, you just, whoop. Not only your accuracy and your speed, you might be a good footballer, you might have good reactions, right? Think about it. But it's like, you go shin to shin, you might even end up cracking your shin. You might not have the power, the tendon, you just gently touching it fucking hurts, and they might kick and break your leg. The kick might not hit your body, but it breaks your fucking leg. You put your leg down and just break it on him. He should be breaking himself on you, not you breaking yourself on him, especially if you're defending yourself from getting hurt. It would be better to just step away, learn to circle step, A lot can be learned from the circular movement and circle stepping and avoiding side stepping. Covering, fair enough, covering with your legs, and these kind of blocks where you lift your knees up and that is all very useful too. But learning to use what you've got to guard too, the stepping block with your thigh, whatever it's going to be on the outside, and learning to move in. So these things are useful too, you know what I'm saying? There are things where you kick, but you might miss. Like blocking someone's kick with your feet like they do in Wing Chun. It's a lot of training, fair enough, but do you do that training often? No. You do a lot of football, that might help you, but it might not help you. Basketball, it might not help you, it depends. Okay, so, different kind of training. Now, again with the fingers though, you're going to do this 10 seconds with the fingers like you open your hands, gradually feel the tenseness inside, gradually as you open that hand, so the fingers coming together. And it opens out your thumbnails or in, see, like that, you just relax, and then close it, and then tense and push the tenseness through the inside of your fingers, opening up until it goes to this point here. It's not completely locked. It's like tensing your mind, like your breath going in. See how I've got this position here? Good. Like slightly bend there. I'm not trying to give you, oh look at my position, I'm going to fucking get someone a handbag. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not reality, man. Men and women, I'm like this, yeah? And now, that's strong. But more stronger at least. But you can't go ramming your fingers, cracking every knuckle along there, plus your wrist, plus your shoulder, you know what I mean? That elbow. It's got to be like gradual and learning, like when you're hitting certain points, like if it's a phoenix-eye fish, the knuckle strike, let's say, you might hit weak points of the body, like by the ribs there or in between. You wouldn't hit hard bone and crack your knuckle, or punch a wall with this knuckle, you break your knuckle, you know what I'm saying? So you hit weak vulnerable points, that's where you need to know that pressure points and things. I'm just giving you, for example, weak points. It might be in someone's nose, it might be someone's hand, on the back of the knuckles there, cracking the knuckles on the back of the hand there, might really hurt this. I'm not going to tell you some dangerous places where you can hit on the body, you can kill as well, but you know what I'm trying to say. Points, right? Yeah, different various vulnerable points. The same with the fingers, same with a leopard strike, where it's a certain point in the body where you can, things like the neck, that can be very dangerous, you know what I'm trying to say. But I'm just trying to say, you don't get the point what I'm trying to say now. Again, another one is like this also, you see them like this, yeah, strengthening right out there. Another one is like when you relax your hand, you really go straight, your hand straight. When you like throw things, like when you do like ninja style shuriken like training, and I don't do a lot of that, I'm just saying, right, there's videos online if you want to learn about that. But I practice a lot of movements where I've thrown things too, like literally just throwing like a little stone or throwing something somewhere, and I've got very, very accurate myself in throwing things from different positions, so behind me from here, throwing from there, you whipping up the energy softly through my shoulder into my hand, see, and the fingers dive together, and it thrusts it out. You can feel it frustrated in a straight line to the accurate point. I believe I could throw something and more or less be able to hit that camera lens now, rather than just throw it. If you use your whole arm, you just open your hand naturally and just throw. It's not so accurate. You've got to throw, so when the thing leaves your hand, your fingers open up and go straight, and they follow the line where that finger goes, and it comes off. And then you learn how to do that and throw from the palm as well. From the palm, so the palm shoots that off. Then when someone throws, that's when you start to understand different kind of pinpoint movements, like the shoulder. You know what I'm trying to say? I can't throw anything with my shoulder. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you understand how to use any kind of energy. It's like, my hand's shooting something from my hip there. You get every point of your body comes in tune with any kind of line that you can imagine around you. You know, that point there, that corner, that room there, finger I can imagine, see? The palm, I can imagine every point of the room connected to certain lines around it, imagining the lines. So you become more in tune. It's not just like messing around, so you can actually feel it. You know, it's actually, when you flip a coin, you know, your thumb, you've got to be accurate, right? You've got to do that motion so it comes and flips up and you catch it. So imagine you flip a coin up and catch it, and flip it up again and catch it, flip it up again, make it touch the ceiling, touch that same point, touch that light bulb, 1, 2, without breaking it, and then catch it in your head, boom, catch. Or do that and then catch the coin on your foot here. Can you do that without kicking it, the coin as it comes down, or hurting your foot, or making it miss? You know, without shaking your body too much. Hold 2 cups of water here, hold a coin out, hold something there. It's different like accuracy training, see? So what I'm saying is, like before, like I was saying, like kicking, when you're like kicking your body, kicking there, you know, training the muscles to kick, it's just different kind of training. It's like, you've got to train in different kind of movements, you know, different kinds of lines and stuff, actually traditional. But a lot of people today, they say, oh, look at the old traditional martial arts, they were stupid. A lot of people say that you should like come in and then come out and all this like funky stuff, and stance work. They believe it's like waste of time, but they can't understand the point. It's like training. In a real fight, you come straight in with that kicking, you know, it all comes through without the internal, that kind of training and alignment. All you've got is muscle, is like an outer shell. It's the same for your character, you know, not everything, it's outer and inner. And that's that, right? I'm just sharing my little bit of knowledge, that's what I'm doing, sharing my bit. I've put a lot of training in my life. It's an ongoing learning thing in life. The more you train, the more you learn too. So again, that's that. Now the fists, right? If you see someone holding a fist, you say, oh my God, is he going to punch me? Yeah, obviously, right? You see it on these prison shows, or as soon as someone has a fist close, get on, open your hands and say, because don't get ready to punch me. But it's like, I'm saying, right, when you're on the streets though, you've got to get used to that, holding a fist sometimes closing your hands. Closing your hands as a fist, being aware of that. How aware are you of your hand position when you're talking to people? Do you know how aware of your whole body position are you? Like you're off the side, you'll make sure your whole body, where you walk, you feel. Can you feel your heels? Can you feel your ball of your foot there, the side? Can you feel which way the wind's blowing across your knees there? You know, that's the thing that you should be aware of. The thing, when you're walking with your fists there, and your hands open, sometimes walk around with your hands closed like that, with your fists. So you get used to holding a fist, you know what I'm saying? And tensing at different motions. Get used to that. Tense, relax, tense. Okay, then, shoulder turn in. When you're going to go into it, start already, see? Bam! You whip it out, that punch. You can't be like, not used to making a fist, or not used to blocking with your wrist, or doing certain motions. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. You've got to be able to actually use and utilise your whole body and be able to, you know what I mean? Make certain steps, make certain manoeuvres with lower body, upper body. So that's what I'm trying to say, get used to making a fist, get used to tensing your palm, your fingers to different levels of opening and closing, your fingers and training, opening, do circles, relax, you know. rotate your wrists, exercise your wrists, okay, that's that. And now I'm going to show you a few moves, just basics, okay, some defenses, some blocks with counter-attacks at the same time, like I said, okay. That's not what we're doing this. I'll cover other things in other videos too. I will cover more footwork and manoeuvres to step in. But basically, okay, I believe the most important thing, okay, in training is my principles, right, because I do a lot of Wing Chun and Tai Chi, like basic training anyway. Basic in Tai Chi more so, but I do Wing Chun mainly for my art, but I incorporate a lot of that Tai Chi into it as well. So I'm saying a real trainer, I don't care if you do Aikido, Muay Thai, whatever. I'm saying that I believe for when you're going in with that directness, straight, you want to go straight when you're attacking. You want to go straight in. So for defense, let's start defense and attack. We're talking about, right? Defense and attack, not just defense or attack. We're talking about blocking and counter-striking, not just doing it separate. You're not wasting that time trying to go in. You can use one hand or one arm, so let's say block with a wrist and hit with the same hand at the same time, or block with your hand here and this fist hits them. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying for this video is like using your two hands to help each other, one blocking and one going straight in. But what I'm going to say is two hands helping each other, one defends, one attacks, right? One arm defends, one arm attacks. The upper body we're just saying here, which is, remember, the attacking is like to the body, or the face, or the sides here, or the sides there, right? What I'm saying, right, is basically, for the attacking and defending, when you're talking about strikes, when someone's striking you, it could be when someone's grabbing you, let's say not even so strongly, or someone's hands on you. When someone's putting their hands on you, let's put it that way, when someone puts their hands on you, so let's say attacking you, we'll call it a strike, even if it's just a push or a punch, whatever it's going to be. Someone coming at you, okay, striking, I believe you want to cut that line as simple as possible, straight line momentum, Wing Chun style philosophy I'm saying, but direct, no matter what martial art you do. You want to be direct as possible in terms of, you want to just cut that line, like basically cut it and come straight in with a straight attack, come straight in as close as possible. I don't care if you block an elbow, block the attack and an elbow in, but it's got to come so direct to the point. You can't block and make a big circular motion and go so far around. Make sure you just cut that line and go straight in with your attack. Doesn't matter, defend it and go straight in on that line. You know? If he can't attack you, can you attack him? This is the thing, but it's like, if you block that line of fire, go off the line of fire, then you should not put yourself away from the line of attacking his target. If his target's open, go straight in immediately, because he might not come back in, he might move his position. That's another reason, you've got to make it work for you, self-defense. So, directness, in terms of blocking against strikes and going straight in, philosophy, right? But for the second one, there's two ways, right, defense I'm saying. The other part of the defense is the grappling part, when someone's grabbing onto you and basically trying to manhandle you, right? So that can obviously mean taking you down to the ground, picking you up by your throat, so when someone puts their hands on you and they're trying to twist you... Okay, sorry, the camera cut out, I've got a message on my phone. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so basically we've got two ways though, yeah. One way is for the directness, okay, like when someone's striking at you or putting their hands on you, like you want to block and go straight in, right? Directness. I said direct straight line momentum, blocking and going in. But for the second one, which is when someone, the second point, okay, when someone's trying to manhandle you, grapple you, when somebody grabs onto you, literally grabbing your arms, your body, your throat, whatever, anywhere in your body, your waist, trying to grab around your waist, anywhere, and they're trying to manipulate your body, like twist you, turn you, bring you up, down, left, right, any angle, turn you, trying to get leverage. When they're doing that, no matter how strong they are, no matter how strong, my philosophy is go with the soft way of a circle, or more like a sphere. And you know, this sphere like a ball that can go bigger or smaller too, and you can turn, and it's this turning that going with the flow, their flow of energy, you're turning with their movement, coming in or out, this turning thing, up or down, wherever way it's going, you just follow with the motion. That like Tai Chi, like Bagua, like Aikido, right? You'll find it in Aikido too, fair enough. You know what I'm saying? That's what basically controls the leverage and turns them off the line of fire. So when someone's trying to manipulate you and turn you, twist you, push you, pull you, you've got to learn to absorb with one and go in and out. So you've got the in and the out, like yin and yang basically. Well, like I've told you before, someone pushes my body, starts pushing me, I just turn and he goes flying through. He comes out and grab that hand and I'm pulling him that way. Comes the same thing. So if someone's pulling me, you know, I just go with him and follow him. I can't let him pull me away. I follow and close in the gap. If his hand's slightly higher as he's pulling me, I will go with that flow and rise so that his hand will also be rising higher. That might give me a chance to move in, capitalise on that strike. He might pull me this hand, I'll go with that. I might be able to circle that around and hit. So there's a lot of circle movement, as I say, too. You might want to, someone might be holding your hand here, you might be able to go up with it, rise as he goes up, turn and hit low. So there's a lot of motions where you're circling. Be with your hands, or like in and out, or when someone pushes me here, I turn. Someone pushes me here, I turn. See? Someone comes to push me here, I turn. Someone comes to grab me here, I might pull their hand and step back. You go with the flow, and you're turning your waist. It doesn't matter where they go. You can grab my elbow here, I just turn. As he's pushing, I absorb in, and this can pull that. I can grab him too, and then chop out. See? Or he grabs me from another angle from behind here, or he's pulling me that way, I just go with him and turn. I can also elbow. You just learn to turn. I'm not showing you exact movements, but it's like learn to turn and feel where those grabs are. He might grab you here, I might have to turn, catch his arm and lock it against mine. So many things. It doesn't matter where you go, you just turn and cover. With your whole body, you can have your arms folded, how you are, you just turn. Someone's putting their hands up in your face, make sure you bring your hands up to protect, obviously, right? Don't go too high and leave that down low. Use your elbows guarding and just turn. And just turn. When you turn, don't just turn in a daydream. Turn and capitalise, then you go straight into that point where you can go straight in. Turn to absorb. But when someone's coming to strike you, you do certain movements where you just block and you go straight in. Don't just block and go a mile away. If you can run away, do it. But it's like, you know, you don't want to block and then he comes and hits you again and gets you again in the next one. You make sure you block and go straight in if you can, but don't go in blindly. If you're not confident, it takes training and sparring too. Something like that. I want to say is also, things like circle stepping are there. Someone goes to strike me, I might block and then step to the side of way, or someone comes to kick me, I move to the side, circle step. Circular movement again, but I want to make sure when I circle, after I've made the circle, or as I'm doing it, I've got to be able to see that straight line in there too. So like someone comes to punch me here, unless I'm boxing or karate, whatever, when someone comes to hit me, I circle step away, I circle step away with a circle with my stepping, as the line goes, his straight punch goes past my face. At that same motion, I turn away, maybe a big step, maybe a small step. As I'm turning, this comes in, this comes out, this foot goes in, this foot goes back out there, and the whole body's turning in a circle away, and this fist goes straight in a line. I'm seeing the line, so you have to punch him in the head, or do a kick to his body, see? The same as when you like step to the side and kick in there. So you've got to be able to move the in and the out, you've got to be able to understand it and feel that, you know what I mean? So, basically, there's some movements you can do are like for fighting principles, as I say. Then someone comes to strike my face, as I say, for counters with strikes and counters. Someone comes to strike my face, I parry and punch into the face. Parry, block, and hit to the face with a straight punch, or a jabbing, whatever kind of punch, right? This kind of punch, or a jab, or a straight punch like this, or a turning one. Or to the body, or an uppercut hits to the gut punch, or uppercut. See, just coming in with different strikes. It can be a palm strike, palm to the body there. It could be a forearm strike, but we're talking about straight ones coming in. It could be a chop coming in there. So I palm that and I chop him in the head, or the throat, or the neck, jaw, bust that shit. For real, though, if he's trying to kill me, you know what I mean? But you self-defense, palm up to the jaw, up there, or coming in, a slap him, palm to the face, distracting him, punch in the face, whether it's going to be, straight to his teeth, or nose. There are things like finger strike to the eyes. I don't want to do that. Just, for example, I'm saying with claws and tigers and that. I'm not trying to do that now. No. Going down, lower, punching straight in the groin. Again, when you're coming with this parry, you can also come in straight in with an elbow strike, coming in. Don't do a block and then do such a big elbow, because there's no time for that circle to come around. It's the same as a hook, But you might step to the side as you do that and punch in, see? Or you might do that and come in there and do a swing, but that's open. You can block that easily. So you might block and you might come elbow, but you want to come straight in and say, so someone comes to attack me, I can block and I can punch, or I can block, parry his hand to the side, block and come straight in, And at the same time, knee at the same time, or kick him, or block and kick him. Something's got to come in immediately. You can't go block and then think about it, step back and then do it. There's not enough time, but you don't want to put yourself open to attack either, or start raising your legs and he trips you up, or he's a very experienced fighter, or get in a situation where he starts to grip you now and grab you in a tussle and you don't know how to deal with it. You say, oh, you should learn MMA, and it's not the fucking point. It's talking about what I'm saying is you've got to stand rooted. Don't go playing up here, you've got to learn the kung fu, so as hard as you've got to learn how to stand strongly martial arts stuff. So when he's going manipulating, you learn how to circle and absorb. So when he grips you there, like Aikido, you know what I'm trying to say? He starts gripping me here. I learn how to open my hands up and use my hands through, like coming through. So you think it's funny, but they don't understand the point. So then someone starts grabbing me here. I learn how to turn that and absorb. So his hands on the side, like a trap him like Wing Chun. So he when he starts to grab me from the side, so he starts to push me from here. I might just step back, so I'm able to turn and absorb. He's pushing in some kind of way of twisting. I learn, you don't just follow it with him and then he breaks your arm. You've got to follow and learn how to control and learn to grip that elbow. So you've got to learn to exercise your fingers and things. You see what I'm trying to say? Trap up your body, come in really close. Don't give him any space. Especially if he's a strong guy or an experienced fighter, you start moving, his elbow slips out and he just quickly cracks you in the jaw with an elbow. That can happen. He can headbutt you at the last moment. And you're just doing it, and you're thinking, and you're looking for his hands, and he headbutts me. And he's so close. I'm wrestling with his hands, and he headbutts me in the face. I've got to learn to turn that away, see? You know what I'm trying to say? Or if he starts doing it, my elbow's too high now, he raises this up and hits me here, gets me to an arm lock. And he pushes me off balance. Why? Not because I'm not doing good MMA, it's because I didn't think and through the 90s that all kinds of traditional martial art movements can come in there. You've got to learn how to move. See? There are moves you can do, like flashy movements. You might think it's like a big stance or something. You don't have to be like that, it's just for exercise. All I'm saying is you want to utilise the meaning of it. And things like when you block or do an elbow up, like let's say something like that, like here, parry that elbow in the jaw, it might work, but not necessarily. You might know things like a back elbow. You might learn that in Muay Thai classes. Like you might go there every night, I don't know, and wear the main t-shirts. I don't know what you do, it's up to you if you like it. I'm just saying, you've got to be real in it. It's like, you can't just go there and say, oh, tonight we learn to punch in an elbow. Really, and we've got a good workout, because it's something, but it's like, you want to learn real self-defense and fuck with that competition stuff. But you're standing there, right? Someone's behind me, and I want to learn, okay, back elbow, yeah? Basics. Yeah, for basics, you might need to learn that, like back elbow, okay? Someone behind you, back elbow to the head, or up to the jaw. Yeah, but how about then if you do that, or someone's to the side, you do that, and someone blocks me? Then what? You know what I'm trying to say? It's so, I can show you so many things now, you know? It's like, you know what I'm trying to say now? Yeah, it's like I can show you different movements now, but you'll get confused and you'll be thinking different things. It's like, but you have to learn from different kinds of martial arts training. When one part of your body gets locked in a certain position, be it you're doing some kind of fancy martial art move, or be it you're just a normal guy every day on the street, but your body's locked in a certain position where you can't fight from, what do you do then? That's where the true traditional martial arts and the ancient ways, and say, not like this MMA. MMA is good and fair enough for the training. You've got jiu-jitsu and different kinds of grappling and stuff. And what I'm trying to say is that the traditional martial arts, all of the old stuff, Aikido, Ninjutsu, all the different kung fu styles, karate, all that, they teach you flowing, manipulating the body and how to flow into different positions. So when you can take someone, flip someone over your stance from there, you know, different karate cutters and things too. It's all real useful stuff. Kempo's awesome. Hapkido's great, Aikido's great, they're all great, you know. But you don't have to be so big body built and going around with this, you know, just doing MMA. MMA is what it is, fair enough, you know, in terms of fighting skill, but there's so many better arts. I was never into judo, wrestling, sumo wrestling. I was never into judo, and I was never, ever into jiu-jitsu. Even the standing up part of it, I mean, especially ground fighting, how ridiculous. You need to know how to fight on the ground. It's not just politics, my opinion, against someone else's, or against all bodybuilders, just because I'm a skinny guy. It's not the point. I'm saying, you know, it's all good, but I'm just saying this is different kinds of knowledge is what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? So it's like, ground fighting, you don't want to put yourself on the damn ground. You want to get off the ground, but it's foolish also not to know some ground fighting techniques. But not to say, oh, I'm a ground game guy, I'm all about ground game and getting in the ring, you know, as well. Competition's foolish for people, you know, in real life, and also laying on the ground and fighting is ridiculous as well. You've got to learn to stand on your feet, you know what I mean? Now, hold on 1 second. Gonna finish what I'm saying in a moment. Okay, I'm gonna do a last part of this video, okay? Just finish what I'm saying, yeah? It's a bit rough, I know I'm making it on this phone here, let's say. But, yeah, so you know what I mean, though, yeah, so the basic techniques. So if somebody throws a swing at me, like a swing, punch or a hook, same thing like I told you before, in my methods of training, I'm not saying MMA like this, but in like Kung Fu, what I really believe in, is you block out, bring your hand out there, not exaggerate so flash, but doing it, and catching. And you say, well, someone's going to break my arm down. No, because that's not real good Kung Fu or karate or real martial arts. You need to train real, so you can block, and you meet it before it reaches its full speed of impact. Can you do that? Maybe not at first. It takes years of training. That's why Kung Fu is different to McDonald's. I mean, to MMA, right? And so I said, so be real, right? It's my opinion. I'm standing up, defiant, maliciously. I mean, really, I relentlessly stand up for true, real martial arts. I'm not trying to put MMA guys down, but I will really tell you it is not bullshit. The same as what you do ain't bullshit. Real martial arts, if you were to know about it, my God, you was one around in the generations when it was around. It was the real deal. So what I'm saying is, right, is here, someone swings, you block, and you attack straight in. Block and attack, boom, straight in. Block an elbow, if you're in close range, you block a swing and come straight in. So you go, bam, bam. You see that in Muay Thai, right, this kind of thing. You see it in Wing Chun, right, this kind of thing, blocking, grabbing, wrapping up a punch. You see what I'm saying? Basic Kung Fu is blocking elbow, blocking the elbow in, block, crack, see, flap, flap. I said, hey, you can't hitting me there, I catch with my palm, I catch here, hit him with the elbow, see? Swing me up here, I catch that, punch, uppercut in the face, elbow here, coming across, so I can block, see? Block on my forearms, I might do that your way like that, or I might block out slowly a bit more wider, if I've got that range. Then why would I just do this and take the punishment? It's fucking ridiculous. If I've got enough range, I'll run away as well. I won't stay in there trading blows, and I won't put myself in a cage fight where I won't get myself fucking injured. Well done to you if you've done a bit of training in the cage or fighting in your life and competition. Fair enough, it's good for anyone. A lot of real martial artists have done it over the years anyway. What I'm trying to say is it's pointless and it's ridiculous. You learn about your life, you should do real good training in a dojo or a school with people and training for yourself, or with people and do real training. Some of that training can be more deadly than real life. And more hardcore, I'm saying, you know what I mean? But it's like, you be careful and you control yourself. Don't put yourself in real danger, but you feel the force. Train with 2 or 3 big, real tough guys and get them to really chuck you down on the ground. Experienced fighters or just whoever, you know what I mean though. And be careful, but it's like, use your small friendly techniques to see if you can flow and utilize different techniques to work, to defend yourself against that. You know what I mean? That's what you need, that's how you learn, to be stronger in yourself. And if you can, then you start seeing the magic and you start shutting up and you start to realise that real martial arts is real. Right? That's why it's so great. Otherwise, why would I believe in it? A little skinny guy like me, why would I believe in it? It's coming from experience. You just don't believe in something without experience. This is dumb. You take someone's word for it. You've got to try and see what you can do. I mean, for real. So again, so if someone wants to hit me, again, let's cover that. Okay, we've got the parry type block. If someone comes straight, I parry and I go straight in. So open areas, looking for the body, the jaw, the throat, the body there, wherever for the training purposes and so. Bam, or to the face, palm, punch, elbow, anyone, you can do anyone, right? But I'm just saying, right? Low palm, coming with a chop, like tight, not a big chop, but like a chop there. Different things, right? Other ones you can do is, as I say, for the directness I'm saying, going straight in, so, with steps if you wish to. The other one is, as I say, when someone's swinging, so it's blocking on the outside there, and then coming in with those strikes. Up on the other side, same thing. Elbow there, I'm doing blocking. Low, I can do the same elbow in my hand, in my whole forearm. I can catch there to block that, or I might chop it when it's coming down, catching. My elbow, someone can hit me here, I turn it, I might turn that in, just like you see in Wing Chun, with a blocking here. Sometimes on the outside, I do that again. Cut out, palm here, I might cover here. You can do chops and things like that too. Other ones are the rolling ones, because someone tries to hit me, my body, I can put that down and roll over with a back fist. Bam, boom, boom, that's it. Hit and do it at the same time. Bam, and a stance maybe. The whole body momentum if you can. Don't hold your hand up for years, just snap it and come back. But snap it, when you come back, don't bring it back like that and get smashed in the face. Put your hand up. Bring it up, don't do this and then come back and then someone kicks you low. Make sure you've got a guard, you can protect the high and the low, and the close and the far here, see? Okay, and you've got that, you've got a chop, you can do a chop too with your face in here. I could literally roll like this, do this kind of motion here, see, roll in. Looks funny, but you just chop that one. So you block the fist coming at you and chop there. It might be coming hit my face, I might block that across and then chop out here. Or back fist low even, you see what I'm trying to say? The same as I said a moment ago, I could block a swing and do a back fist. I could parry and do a back fist. But we're going slightly down there for the body, so we're doing a block down, a back fist high, blocking the body, blocking down and then chop it up high to the head there. You can block and do a punch to the chest, block and then do a punch to the face, or a palm, or twisting your palm slightly that way, straight or that way. Bam, just put your whole waist into it. Boom. But together, see? Same kind of thing. So if I say someone comes on the side here to hit me, I might block it, throw a low side kick. You know what I'm trying to say directly? I won't go with my fist or my back foot, it's too far. I'm on that side position, you know what I'm trying to say, yeah? If I can hit, I'll do it. You know what I'm trying to say? I might want to just push that hand away and then sweep his foot, or push that hand away and knee there up. Some people are so flash, you might like parry that and then kick him straight up in the face as he comes on the side there. So any angle, you see what I'm trying to say, that any angle. If someone's behind you, it's hard, you've got back kicks and things you can do spinning backwards, but you're all open to attack. You know, as I said before, don't put yourself between two opponents if you can, or don't put yourself between two fists or 2 feet. Always move away from that other hand, so that both hands pass when they're attacking in both feet. Don't block one hand and the other hand hits you, if you can help it. If you can help it, I'm saying. Try to move away from both. If you can't, you go straight in, regardless if you're attacking on the outside or the inside of the person's body, covering, make sure you can go straight in. Okay, so you've got the parry and the straight coming in attacking with any kind of attack, palms, fist, elbow. You've got the swinging one, when someone's doing an arcing motion, when someone's swing punching me, I'll block it here. When you block, don't block on the elbow here, because that can still come in and hit you. Block on the wrist if you can there, okay, and it's coming in. The same for a back fist. I'm not coming with a back fist to you, you can block that there. But when you block my hand, be careful that my elbow doesn't come in. You've got to be ready with your 2 hands to block whatever's coming. Wrist, elbow. Don't just block and think about your attack and then don't realise that something else is coming there to hit you. Because you might both get hurt and he might hurt you even more or hurt you first before your attack even reaches. And check the range and the distance, high and low as well. And the angles, and as I said, the same for 2 opponents or more opponents. Don't put yourself in between a group of people. Make sure you've got a wall behind you or something you can see where all the opponents are in front of you. Don't put yourself between this guy and between that guy fighting. Make sure you move away so you can see the guys on the other side and around you, you can see where they all are. And don't go falling, backing up and you fall down a staircase or fall into the road of a fire or broken glass. You know, make sure you're focusing and aware, and make sure you use things. If you're running away, if there's doors you can close behind you and lock, do that. Things to trick them, use mind games, word, anything, you know, pull a table out in front of you, something to stop them and just get the hell out of there if you can get away, you know. Anyway, for direct, this is all directness. Now you can only go short, and if you've got the shortest distance between 2 points will always be a straight line, especially in Wing Chun, and you've got to learn to do that in the bigger, broader scale as well as the simple stuff. But the basic thing though, is to say with those movements, okay, with those striking movements, as I say those, is, when I say that, you've got that, and the other one was coming straight to your body, so, you know, your body, you'll like block down, and then chop out over that to the body, block and then chop out, or block and then back fist out, or block and then palm out. Okay, block and then do a palm this way in, block and uppercut straight in, or block and punch straight there, or like that. Block and do that if you wish to, but it's kind of hard to do that, but you can do that, okay? With the back hand open there, there are finger strikes, I think, but I'm not going to advise that for now. Again, block and elbow there, definitely, block and elbow. But it's hard because they're coming kind of different angles, but you know, but the other one, of course, is for the outer blocks. We talked about coming in, right? We talked about coming in like, you know, coming in like that, like in Wing Chun. When you're here, like in Wing Chun, and bending my knees here, like shoulder width apart, tucking the knees slightly in, back not too locked, but not too hard. We control my breathing and focusing. Right? Focusing on that centre line in front of me. Just doing the elbows in, not like that, elbows in to guide your body, here and here. So here coming in, but the basic thing is like someone comes to hit me, I block it and catch it in there. I can use my palm, as I say also. Whenever you use your palm to block or grab, you're going to waste your hand. Whereas if you use your wrist, like coming down or coming in, when you use your wrist to block, you get your hand free, as I said before, to do anything else, right? He grabs me, I can grab him too, that same thing. As I say, go with the flow. As soon as you get into that grab, you need to utilise your whole body and feel the flow of what you're going to do next. Use leverage and use the momentum of his movement, the step. You know, follow the flow and turn, as I said, you know, like a ball or like a circle. You find it in barbell, you find it you know, like Kido too. Other ones are like, as I say, I'm speaking kind of fast, fair enough, you know, putting your feet in the right position, stepping on the foot, stepping to the side, knee up, and the rib cage to groin, being careful, don't open yourself. You need someone in the groin, he needs you in the groin too. You look like 2 dickheads laying in the street, foot to foot, you know. You know, I'm a reflection, artists, just people come by taking photos of that shit, you'll be all over the fucking news. But what I'm trying to say though is you'll be here, right? So, you know, again, palms here, so I might block and attack and then palm him in the face. I might, he comes at me, I might step to the side and then palm him in the face. also the body there, same thing like that. I might roll over, I might grab his hand and palm to the face. He might grab my hand, but I'll grab his hand, and then if I feel his energy is going up, if he's still holding on to me, I'll hold on to him too, to make sure that he doesn't let go, and then like, he lets go and hits me again. I make sure I hold him, and then he'll be holding me too. That'll probably make him want to hold even more. You just don't know, he'll be ready though for anything. If he lets go, make sure your fist can grab you and your elbow cracking him. I'm saying that, you know, be careful your whole high and low and all your angles around you. And then what I say is like, me doing that is like, he's holding my hand here, I'm holding his. I rise that up. If I feel he's got higher, or he's trying to move me up or in or out, I just follow where that goes, and I hit the open area. I go straight in under his arm, under his face there. If he's going down, I'll hold his wrist, like he's holding mine. I will go down. It might be the elbow, you hold his elbow, control that. I go up and hit him in the head straight away, or elbow. He blocks my elbow, my hand comes and hits him. It blocks my hand, elbow comes in and hits him. My shoulder, same thing. My arm can open up here, my palm there. I can chop him in the head right from there. I can come up in the back of the fist up to his jaw there, or come on the angle, back fist there. My hand can open up inside of his elbow there, I can catch that. If he brings his hand back, my palm comes into his face. So everything's coming in straight, see? Okay? So I'm rolling over, I might roll on the outside, I might block out like this, catch his hand here, and this might come straight in for a palm like you find in Wing Chun. So when you see like the chopping motions, at any time, you might meet, you might catch that hand, come straight in, catch that, he might grab me here, I might block that hand, grab his hand, this hand might control his elbow, I might step in and push him, he might come pushing me out, pull that, elbow press straight on the head, let go of that, tap that down as this one smashes in his face as his face is coming in, he starts pushing into me, I lift that hand up as he's rising in, this elbow comes up into his jaw there, hits him going there, but not just holding it for nothing, make sure I step in, not to sweep him over. So you've got to make sure you're going straight in, I'm not showing you too many techniques to confuse you, I'm saying the basic idea, right? So when you're coming in, you've got to learn the directness, you know, someone has to push me, two hands coming down and here, two coming in, open up and here. But the basic I'm trying to say is you learn the flow, he brings me down, I want to go down from here, I don't want to go up from a long range, yeah? I want to make sure I come straight in and control, don't be that too high, too low, making sure I'm controlling the whole thing. See? So I'm using two hands to come in, one blocking and one attacking, counter-attacking. Also you've got the outer block, with like in Wing Chun as well, you've got the down block as well, which is basic like techniques like deriving from like Wing Chun and different arts, but I'm just showing you a few basics here, martial arts, just to keep your mind open, you know. If someone attack my body, okay, I can block down like that and punch. This one can come down, this one punch. So I'm blocking my wrist and then punching here. I might come in, I might come low, cutting low here, like the chop high bit is like going low. See, coming in, coming out. We're coming out on the outside, see, opening up here. This one come out this way, you're blocking from here. Then I can hit here, I might block, he might come to grab me or punch me. I open up this hand here, I go here, I open that, and this one comes into striking. I might move away to the side block and hit for the body. So it's like boxing almost, I'm coming in, see, I'm catching, everyone's coming, blocking here, coming on the outside. It's like karate, almost similar in karate, or like taekwondo, when they do like the forms, when they're like coming like this in karate, when they do like this, see, or like this out, it's the same thing. Someone comes to hit me, I block in with a fist maybe, or open it out here. But what I'll do at the same time is I'll do an attack at the same time, as I'm saying, see, block and punch, see, block, block it and punch, outer block punch. See what I say, yeah? See, outer block and a punch at the same time. See, it could be an inner block and a punch at the same time, see? You can come to hit my face and my chest here, I block and a punch, but you don't want to hit your own arm, see? So I'll use a palm and punch the body. One of that punch, see? Block and punch it straight, but you don't want to exaggerate. I'm just doing it a bit exaggerated for you now, you know what I mean though? But you know what I mean, it's coming straight in. So the basic principles are, I'm straight line, someone attack me, I block and I strike. So the head or the body, or the elbow or the fist or the palm, see, block, carry to the side, move a little bit if I wish to, coming straight in now, you see, I'm coming this way, I might block out and hit him, could be a hook, could be an elbow, could be a straight, but coming in as straight as possible. Grabs me, grab him if you wish to, yeah? If you can control, be careful when you block, don't let the elbow slip and hit you. When you block, grabbing his elbow or blocking the elbow, make sure his hand doesn't come out and hit you, make sure you can control. You can also use two hands, don't forget, as I said before, blocking here or here, either way, making sure we're controlling from the inside here You know? So make sure you're controlling and circling, like making sure you protect yourself, you know. And again, things like parrying the arm and then cracking his fist with your elbow. Because to hit you, you might parry his fist onto your elbow. Very dangerous. It can work though sometimes, you know what I mean, yeah? You might grab you might grab me, I'm able to use my knuckles quickly to smash against his fist, put him in so much pain. Or I might try and wrestle without 2 hands wasted on one and he hits me with the other hand. Might pick up a baseball bat or a glass bottle or something, you just don't know. Gun and knife, you only get out of there if it's too dangerous. You know? And again, but you might, some situations you're able to like use one hand. I want to show you some more applications if I have a chance. My main real Wing Chun and some Tai Chi. But, you know, people in the video maybe in the future, I don't know, and stuff. But what I want to say is like sometimes you've got like 2 hands, you know, and one hand can like block against their 2 hands, cover them, and you can go straight in. But it's like the most important thing is going in straight and direct, and feeling that, using your fist busy, your elbow comes cracking straight in. So the most point to the point place. And don't end up doing silly things like, be careful, don't try and kick and you catch yourself out and get your shin and your foot busted on someone's elbows or knees. God, you've got to be careful. That's what they're trying to do. That's what you could be trying to do to them. So, or like you come in an elbow and then you end up cracking your own, hurting your forearm in a certain way, or your wrist on someone's hard bone or their elbow, so you didn't notice. You need to be really ready. Same when they talk about the head, you bust your own knuckles on someone's skull. It's a hard bone. You need to be careful and do gradual training. That's why I do this concrete boxing on the wall, like training gradually on trees and walls to strengthen out. You have to push ups in your fist. So you learn how to relax too and not do too much. You know? Open up the training for the forearms and things. You know, it comes from different kind of training. And other things also is like leverage. When someone starts grabbing you, like high, let's say someone grabs me here or holds me, or puts their hand on my shoulder or somewhere high on my head. You know, I've already told you, right, about things like leverage, where you do the circle, like, if he starts to pull me or push me, I'll twist with that, I'll go lower than his weight, and flow with that, and push him if he's pulling, or hit when I can come in, he's pushing me, I'll absorb, I learn with the flowing, when they're grappling and gripping on, I learn to circle, right, but sometimes, there's times where you don't necessarily only want to go with the flow, there's a time where you can like circle, sometimes you can circle and absorb the attack, the emotion of where he's going, when he's grabbing onto me, so holding my wrist here. And I can go into like points where he's open, I can attack him. But sometimes you can actually attack the arm itself as well. Not only go into locks and restraints, you'll find a lot of that in Aikido and Hapkido, which is great, really good. But what I'm trying to say, and my Tai Chi, but what I'm trying to say is like this. You want to sometimes do a movement like karate or kempo, or ninjas, especially like karate, I'd say karate systems more so. Like karate where someone's up there, and like, you know, someone's holding your wrist, let's say, or grabbing onto you high from here, you can like, do a high block, they're coming up, or someone's holding that, you might crack up, not only might you break his arm, but you might really put some force in, really knock his arm up, so he's holding me there. I don't just want to go into a flow and try and get into a lock or hit. Sometimes I might literally cut up from there, I might really, like, you might hold onto my hair there, I might really have to come up underneath his arm there, maybe break something, with a powerful block, sink my weight, you know, cut up, palm in the face, rock and strike at the same time. So you come in there, I might crack that off, hit with so much force he will have to let go, or he's going to hold on and break his own arm because he's holding on to you. You see what I'm trying to say? Block, then we come in and claw back, fist is going to be so you learn different motions like in Kempo and stuff like that. You see what I'm trying to say? So on the other side there, parrying that away. But as soon as you bat something away, blocking that, parrying, there's a chance that it's going to go back and he might be a bit hurt, he might not be hurt at all, he might come back hitting you again. So you want to make sure when you block, you're going to hurt him, or you're going to block in such a way that he gets it off, but your other attack you do with it is going to really do some damage, really stop it. He's not going to want to hurt you again. You've got to slow him down to the point where it's very excruciating, and you've got to go in straight and then finish the job and make sure that he's really not going to come out with a bit more energy. You might leave it off and he comes back and try and finish you off. That's why you see a lot of brutal street fights like that, where people just won't lay off the person. The guy's already down, but he's like still punching him, which is terrible, it's brutal. But I think you can understand the point though, I same in boxing too, because they want to make sure that guy's not going to come back. But you don't want to kill someone, you don't want to really hurt someone anyway, you want to stand up from violence and try and control yourself, right? That's really true. But I'm just saying, right, in self-defense and life protection, which is what it's about, you're going to be careful, you know. Again, things like blocking on the inside, doing a palm there, blocking against the swing coming, you can do all this stuff, you know. I might like, come on a funny angle, I might be able to parry that away and chop out there. So all these different angles are useful. Someone grabs me on the side here, I can grab his hand too. Or I can just step on that foot, kick very, very hard, and, you know, really painful, at the same time, and then come in parrying back fist at the same time again. Stamp and then elbow into the head. As soon as you get another chance to give another hit, do it. But every hit should be like the same amount of power as those 100 hits you're about to do. 100 for each one. You can't be 50-50 about things, you know what I mean, yeah? You start grabbing me, pushing me here with 2 hands. I feel which hand's got more energy. I go with the flow, turn it off the line, but don't just play patty cake. You know, he pushes me, he's grabbing me and pushing me there. I go with that flow, sink, raise his hand up if I can, hit low. He's going low, I circle, put my 2 hands on top of that, his face is there, don't headbutt me, cover and go up to there. You hit him, so circling, he's sort of trying to say, grab me there, don't matter where you grab me. I circle with it and go straight with my strikes. If I start to sink my weight, or grab him, and then as soon as he starts pushing me, if I start to retaliate, he's going to like an arm wrestle thing. Give him a trick energy force. And if you see you've got a chance to hit, do it. But don't let him change and let go and knock you out. Be careful and be guarded. If he does let go and he starts to swing at your punches, make sure you've got good footwork and good cover with your hands. Blocking there, training. You've got to train on things. Train with pads, walls, trees, bags, anyone spar with people. Reaction train, movement. All things are training you, body, you know, all the conditioning we're talking about in the line on it. Centre line, circle stepping, side stepping, don't drop your guard for a second, keep your eyes on you, but always be aware of peripheral vision and your surroundings and whereabouts. Someone coming at you, you know, as he's holding on to me there, see, I might want to just, if he's putting a lot of power and he's pushing, I might quickly absorb that as he's coming in and twist, turn, as I say, you know, or step, so that he falls through, you know, and I grab him and then turn in there, pull him. I put him to a knee or something, or twist him into a strike across the head of the hand, just push him into these things here. Then I can go and kick to the leg, finish them and finish it all something there, see? He starts to pull me or whatever, same thing, I just quickly come in with that push. And then circle on this, you go in a straight line, but you circle, that's what you find it in white crane, you find it in Tai Chi, see? And go straight in. Pull him up, pull you end up pushing him with that pull, you end up flying back. It's like he tries to pull an open door that he thought was going to be heavy, but it's like he pulls it and the door goes flying open and he goes falling backwards. The same as if you were pushing it, you're falling through the door, either way. And that's what it is, you've got to be like nothing, and he become nothing. He goes falling in through his own energy, he throws himself down, because he hasn't got the base. He's just thinking about attacking you, but you train your body, you do squats every day, and stance working energy and stretching for the whole body, cutters, and you keep it real, see? A real martial art we're talking about. So what I'm trying to say to you, I hope this video has been very useful to people. I respect to anyone who's doing martial arts and keep it alive for true martial arts, and the way to keep it humble and be positive. And sometimes actually trying to pull you, you know, you want to make sure that you go with the flow and your hands are close, you're able to block any time. That's why we do things like sticky hand and pushing hand. Not to be fucking stupid and do that, let's put our hands together and play. It's not, it's like to say if someone gets in a clinch, you'll make sure you're able to feel that further force of the whole body and where the danger lies of their striking parts of the body, and also that if they let go and their hand comes again, that's the closest it's going to be that you're ready to block. You don't try and block from a mile away, hot block. If you've got a chance to run away. Reality, right? Someone's so far away from you, trying to kick them in the head. If they're a really dangerous person, then maybe you've got a good kick you up there to do the justice, there's nowhere to run, but if you can run. You know? You know what I'm saying there, yeah? So, low kicks for the low body, you know, higher block for the hands for the higher. You want to make sure you be able to contract and expand the whole body and flow, you know, with the flow of it and learn. That's why Tai Chi is really good, I feel, and that's why Wing Chun is good for the centre alignment. But karate, Hapkido, Aikido, Muay Thai, it's all epic. Tai Chi, you know, ninjutsu, Kempo, it's all real good, right? Not just judo, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu and all this, and just kickboxing's good for, you know what I mean? I'm just going to just do that, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? So, thank you for watching very much, okay? It's been very, very, it's been my honour to share with you again. Thank you very much. I'm just sharing my little bits, and hope you've enjoyed, so maybe learned something from this, and just continue doing what you do, what you feel is right for you, and do what's good, okay? It's not the best demonstration here. I went a bit over the top too, plus I'm mumbling and going from one thing to the next. And thanks for watching, and listen to what I'm saying about at least, you know, the points, the structuralism and the stance work and train. You know, do stretching every day, strength training when you can, breathing. The lines, see how I'm exaggerating here with the palm, it's like very close, right? And we off by just boom, but see, but it's like I'm just opening the chest, breathing, and relaxing. That's what the real Kung Fu is about. See, opening the gripping, see again, change it with the grips, and not messing around. So you don't understand real Kung Fu, you won't understand what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? All that's it. I'm going to stop this here now. We don't have much camera power. Train hard and stay safe. Thank you so much for watching.